It's a few days after Christmas, and so if you sell a lot on eBay, there's a good chance you're going to be getting some returns or complaints. In this video, I'm going to show you some examples from my own store and how I resolved the issues, and then I'm going to give some practical tips on how I've been able to maintain 100% positive feedback with over 1,500 reviews. I realize that having a 100% positive rating isn't really essential to having a great store. There's lots of stores with lower ratings, but this is just something that I kind of strive for. Customer service is a big deal to me, and I just want to make sure that everybody's happy. So let's just jump right in and start with an issue that was not my fault. I got a message on Christmas Day that a Nintendo console that I had sold wasn't working. Obviously, this was a gift. The kid opened up the Nintendo, they tried to plug it in, and they could not get it to work. Whenever you return something as defective on eBay, you have to include pictures with it. And so this was one of the pictures that they included with their return. This is very, very obviously not hooked up correctly. So that's what I communicated with them when I got the message. I said, hi, the console has been tested and works. Send more pics of how you're plugging it in, or maybe check some videos online. The pictures that you sent me show it plugged in incorrectly. And then I followed up and said, I sent an RF adapter. It doesn't work with an AV cable unless you buy an adapter to play on new TVs. If you send it back and everything is in the same condition, I'm happy to refund you, but I will notify eBay and show them the pictures since I don't have free returns unless the item is actually defective. And they responded, hello, semicolon. I'll try it today on a smart TV. I'll send you pictures if it doesn't work. Thank you very much for letting me know. But then of course it's not going to work on their smart TV. So they did actually return the item. It's on its way, it's in transit right now, and when it gets back to me, eBay's probably going to want me to refund the entire shipping cost and pay for the shipping back to me. I really don't want to do that. It's only like probably 20 bucks or something, but I just don't think that I should have to do that when the item isn't defective and I don't have free returns. So I'll let you know how that pans out. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm out 20 bucks, but it's just kind of the principle of the thing for me. So this next one is not my fault either. I got this message here at 10:49 on Christmas night. It says, item is late. Please refund shipping cost. Thanks. So with eBay, you can set the amount of time that you have to ship an item. I have 3 days, 3 business days on all of my items. But I sold this item on Friday and then I shipped it out on Monday. But after it leaves my hands, I don't have any power over what the USPS does with it. And it's Christmas time, lots of packages run late. It is what it is. So I really did not have to do anything. I could have just ignored this and it would have been fine with eBay. But I did respond. I said, I'm going to send $5 as a customer accommodation because I appreciate your business, but I shipped your game within the required time. If an item is ordered after I ship on Friday, it usually won't go out until Monday. After that, I have no control over the package. So I could have just let it go, but to try to make a customer a little bit happier, I went ahead and sent the $5. It's just $5, not really a big deal. Okay, this next one was definitely my fault. It looks like I actually double listed an item and it sold twice. And so of course the second time I wasn't able to find it. And whenever I realized that's probably what I had done, I immediately messaged the buyer. I said, hey, I'm so sorry, I can't locate your PlayStation Slim, frown face. It's possible that it was somehow double listed because I sold another with a blue controller. Would you like me to cancel or keep looking? I know I have a working original PS1, which I would sell to you cheap for the trouble if you're interested. Or you can have a discount on anything else in my store. A couple things about this. If I make a mistake, I always try to own my mistake and make sure I do anything that I can do within reason to make sure that the customer is as happy as is possible. Usually that's just in the form of a discount on another item, and the customer seems to appreciate that even if they don't take me up on the offer. Another thing, you may notice my wording here. I said, would you like me to cancel or keep looking? There is a reason for that. Now, I'm not telling you to do this, but this is just something that I've done a couple times. Whenever you go to cancel an item, you have to select a reason for canceling. And you can select out of stock or damaged, buyer asked to cancel, or issue with buyer shipping address. If you select out of stock or damaged, you get a ding on your account. And if you get like 0.5% of your sales as canceled for out of stock or damaged, then you can lose your top rated seller status. And so maybe I'm kind of stretching things a little bit, but I'm asking the buyer if they want to cancel, and if they respond, yes, they want me to cancel, then I say, buyer asked to cancel. But in this case, they never responded, and so I did select out of stock or damaged, took the ding, and moved on. This next one here was just kind of my fault, and a buyer left a negative review. And if you're not really familiar with how this works, you might think, well, they left a negative review, but you said that you had 100% positive feedback, so how does that work? And it's because there is an option to send a revision request, and you only get so many revision requests per like 1,000 sales or something. And so that's what I did, and I'll just kind of walk you through how all of that went down. So I had been talking to this buyer a little bit, and he had bought, I think, 3 games from me. I told him I would give him a discount on those games, and then I would bundle them together and send him a refund for the discount and for the money that he saved in shipping. So I found 2 of the games, but I could not find the 3rd game. It was volleyball for the NES. And I messaged him and said, thanks for the purchase. I'm putting this together to send you a refund. I'm having a hard time finding volleyball. Want me to go ahead and reimburse you the $15 for that one? And I'll still send you a $10 discount plus the shipping difference. So I sent the refund, I thought everything was good, and then I get this negative feedback. And this is what I messaged him. Good morning, I saw that you left negative feedback. I double checked and I sent you a refund for the volleyball game that was left out along with an explanation. My 100% positive rating is very important to me. Would you consider revising your feedback? I actually found the game a little later in a place it wasn't supposed to be, which is true, and I'll sell it to you for $5 plus shipping. A $10 discount if you're still interested. I'll read you the response that I got, but I want to say that a lot of eBay sellers complain about customers, they complain about eBay, but I've generally had a pretty good experience with customers and with eBay customer service. Most of my customers are awesome. Very rarely have I had any issues at all, and then eBay has had my back on a few occasions. But this is his response. I don't recall leaving negative feedback. I will definitely revise it. How do you do that? And I already purchased a different copy of volleyball, but thank you for the offer. I said, thank you so much. I'll send a revision request. He said, okay, sounds good. Sorry for the inconvenience. I said, oh, no problem. I just want to make sure that all of my customers are totally happy. Sorry for the mistake in not finding the volleyball game. Then I sent the request. I let him know about it. He said, it's okay. I understand how things can get misplaced. I manage a warehouse and people are always misplacing things. Most people are cool like that if you just reach out to them. I haven't had anybody just hold me hostage. If people understand, like, this is a big deal to me, I'm a small-time seller and my rating is super important, then they're usually willing to change it. So of course, the better thing would be to never have any kind of issues. But if you sell a lot of stuff, you're just going to have problems. You can minimize the problems by keeping a good inventory system, making sure everything is in its proper place, which I try to do, but sometimes not that well. I also underpromise, overdeliver on the shipping, get everything out quickly, respond to messages as fast as I can. If any buyer has any kind of accommodation that they need, like I want this packed a certain way, I don't usually fuss about it. I just pack it however they want it packed and just try to make sure everybody is happy. One thing that I would recommend that you do if you don't already is in your description of every item have some kind of language that says something like, please contact me directly if you have any issues at all with your order. And that way you can keep eBay out of it sometimes. I've probably had a dozen different occasions where somebody contacted me because I wrote that and we solved the problems. Maybe I sent a small refund or something before they ever had to contact eBay, and it just makes things a lot cleaner. If you're like me, you might have seen that chart on my thumbnail and wondered, I wonder what those neutral reviews are about. So if that's you, to satisfy your curiosity, I'm just gonna read these so you don't have to go look them up yourself. The first one was just a frowny face. I sold a Star Wars Arcade 32X Sega Genesis cartridge. That's all I got. So I just messaged back. I'm not sure what to make out of a frowny face. I don't know if it doesn't work. Don't know what the deal was. It was less than $9.89. So not really worth a neutral review. You can send revision requests for neutral reviews, but I pretty much just ignore them. The next one was like a remote control for a DVD player. I tested it like with the phone to see if the infrared was working, and it was working, but they said item did not work. Possibly seller had multiple items and I just received one that was faulty, was able to return item without paying shipping charges, would still consider using seller. So neutral review, you know, I'm okay with that. It didn't work for him. So we talked about it. They were cool, no big deal. The next one, game case was in great shape and arrived quickly. The only problem was the game didn't work. Like, that's a big problem. I don't know why this buyer didn't contact me directly or contact me at all, because I definitely would have paid shipping for him to have it returned. And this is what I responded. Oh no, that's a major problem with a game this expensive. I'm sorry it's not working for you, and I'll make it right. I can send you a partial refund of $15 to have the game resurfaced. Most local game stores will resurface it for $2 or $3. Or, and I just realized I made a typo here, but I said I'm happy to accept a full refund and give you a discount on anything else you'd like from my store. Thank you for your review. So that definitely could have been a negative review, but it is an issue that I wish that I would have been able to try to resolve with the buyer. I never had any kind of contact with them, so I'm not sure what was up with that. Next one was kind of funny. I never sell shoes. I hate selling shoes, but I did sell a pair of shoes here, new Converse shoes, and they left this neutral review that said, we're not a size 13 too small, T-O, small, and I had not even shipped the shoes yet. I said, can you please clarify your feedback and message me directly? I didn't even ship your shoes yet. Did you order by mistake? Or are you getting your orders mixed up? I'm happy to cancel your order. Please let me know. And I didn't see, eventually they said feedback was left by mistake. That could have definitely been removed. Maybe I could still go to eBay and have it removed, but it's neutral. I don't really care that much. The last one was a zapper, like for the NES Mario Duck Hunt game. They said, hello, the gun is not working on our LED flat panel LG Smart TV. Does this gun only operate on old CRT type televisions, or is there an adapter we can get to make it work on our more modern flat panel TVs? Kind of goofy to leave a neutral review for something like that when I just Googled it. At that time, I didn't know. Hi, I'm sorry your zapper's not working for you, but a quick Google search showed that it doesn't work on modern flat screen TVs. There's no issue with the gun, as it was working great when I tested it. So that's it. That's my 5 neutral reviews over the past year. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions at all relating to eBay or selling video games, anything like that, let me know in the comments and I'll do my best to get back with everybody. Until next time, thanks for watching.